Welcome back, Truth Seeker. A lot of people asking about the death of Drake's friend Fifth on September 14th. It was reported the good friend of Drake, the rapper, the musician, killed at age 33 Thursday, September 14th. And with regards to his friend dying at 33 unexpectedly, if you have not heard the story, supposedly his friend was in his apartment lobby. Two men rushed in, shot him to death. It's all captured on tape, but you can't make out their faces. And the police so far don't have any leads. No suspects. They can't figure out who did it. Again and again, in these hip-hop related deaths, it's the same tired narrative. The police can't figure it out. Nobody's ever caught. You want to know why? Because it's the police who are doing the murdering. That's why. It's very clear. This is all Masonic ritual. Your entire nation is run by Freemasonry, from the government to the police to the entertainment. All of this is Masonic ritual. If you missed the videos I put out yesterday on all of the musicians murdered by the numbers, check it out. I've been here since 2013 exposing this code, the ritualistic killing by the numbers, always by the numbers of Saturn, the keeper of time. In case you're new to the occult, they worship Saturn. Saturn is the sixth planet, the most distant to the ancients. That planet has the symbol of the scythe. The scythe, like you associate with the Grim Reaper, the stick with the big blade thing on it, that's a scythe. That's the symbol of Saturn, part of its sickle. Saturn is associated with time, death, judgment. All of these celebrities, these people connected to celebrities, when they get killed with rituals to time. And time is represented by Saturn. The book that I have coming out makes this abundantly clear. But the name Fifth, it has this gematria of 21 in two forms, just like Drake, just like Saturn. And by the way, with regards to Saturn being the sixth planet, if you add 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus 6, the sides of a dice, or a die, essentially, it sums to 21. 21's the sixth triangular number. Saturn's the sixth planet. The word Bible also has gematria of 21. The entire Bible is the numbers of time and Saturn. The ancients, think about it. They worship the stars. The stars are the natural calendar for how we keep time. This is why a religion would be based on what's above. As above, so below. The word Jesuit also has gematria of 21. Making this video here on the Jesuit order's birthday, which is also Google's birthday. The Jesuits in the Catholic Church, they're all about mind control of the masses. What's Google about? Seeing what's in the minds of the masses and then steering the minds of the masses. So anyhow, here's Drake. He buried Fifth. They're saying Drake is very upset about this. He hasn't been speaking out. He's been very quiet, very down. And again, to be in the big show, there's two ways to be there. Either the people around you get offed, your friends, your family, or, we just talked about T-Boz at the beginning of the weekend with TLC, or you take it up the behind. Those are the options. Those are the options in this industry. So for all of you who are raising children, you want them to be big entertainers on the reality TV, you want them to be discovered and sign the next big contract, realize that with that wish, a lot comes with it. Such as the fact that that person themselves might be ritually murdered. You might be ritually murdered. Somebody else in your family might. Or, send your child off to Hollywood or wherever they're going with a lot of KY. You know what I mean? We've got to wake up, people. What we have to redo as human beings is come together and focus on our community. Get off this television show, this entertainment media show. This is what wants the mind's eye. In your own community, the people you don't even know, there's a lot of talent. There's people who can sing. There's people who can make music. Better music than you hear on the radio. See, that's what the New World Order's done. They've stolen everyone's attention. They've said, look here, look here. It's like, somebody with a little baby rattler all the time, controlling the mind's eye of the masses. Come over here and watch Drake. Listen to his song. What's his fucking bullshit song he started with? From the bottom to the top, or he started from I forget what his fucking song is, but you know what I'm talking about. This kid was born with a silver spoon in his mouth. Just like the dude from CCR who sang that he wasn't born with one. All of these entertainers are part of the network. They're born into it. They got family connected to it, all of them. You don't know any entertainers that aren't born into the network. All these hardcore gangster rappers, they're not really that hardcore. They're studio gangsters. They're all connected to the Masonic network. By the way, Drake's friend dying at 33, number of sacrifice, biblical, Jesus on the cross at 33, Bible equals 33, like Sunday, like Jehovah, like so many more things. Drake also has that gematria 33. So does rhyme. So does hip, as in hip hop, Rhyme, a good 33 word. So, Drake is 30 right now. 30 is also a number of Saturn. 21 and 30 are both numbers of Saturn. Drake's 30 when his friend dies. His friend died September 14th, which is 40 days before Drake's birthday, or a span of 41 days. And what 40 made me think of, just looking at it, his friend the day he died, or excuse me, is that right? Where'd my note go? Where'd my note go? Hold on, Truth Seeker. I guess I didn't write down the math. I was looking for the math on the screen to show you, but let's just do it. We can just do it in our heads. September 14th, 2017, 9 plus 14 is 23, plus 17 is 40. Dead on a date with 40 numerology, 40 days before Drake's birthday, 40, biblical number. That's why 40 is spelled in a funny way. It's a tribute to the Bible. You know how we spell 4, F-O-U-R, the number 4, but then we spell 40 without a U. That always bothered me as a child. I said, what's up with that? Why do they drop the U? It all goes back to King James. King James was a Freemason and a Rosicrucian. It was the King James Bible that decided 40 would be spelled without a U. I just want you to see things here. 40, it has this gematria of 30 like Drake's age. Also 84. The Jesuits are no doubt connected. Jesuit 84, Masonry 84. And Drake's from Canada, right? But his music sells in the U.S. United States of America, 84. The word states alone is 84. The Jesuits, major influence over the beginning of the country, just like Freemasonry. They're all in bed together. 84. And with regards to the Bible, good book has the gematria of 84. So does Savior. With the word Savior, there's an argument over how you spell the word. Some people say it's not true unless you put a U in it. Here's that OU thing again. Savior with the U, also 33, but keeps the 84. Isn't that interesting? You see? 40 comes from the Bible, this number, and the spelling is decided over the King James Bible. By the way, King James was made a king at age 35. King James was a Rosicrucian, 58. Just like Freemasonry's 58, he was also in Freemasonry. He was killed at age 58. Murder by numbers. It's been going on a long time. There's some more things. There's some more points I could make. Drake's birthday, date with 139 numerology like Freemasonry. Born in October, the lone 33 month, by the way, for one more 33. October. It's also got the 39 like Drake. And there's another point to make. 40. Old Testament equals 40. There's 39 books in the Old Testament. 39. Big biblical number. Revelation 3:9 about how the false Jews will rule in the end times, the synagogue of Satan. I'm sure Drake's related. But here, this is the ultimate kicker right here. Blood sacrifice 257. Drake's buddy dead on the 257th day of the year. You see that? Blood sacrifice 257. That's the 55th prime. Sacrifice also has gematria of 55. So does Satan. So does God. So does numerology. So does Fibonacci. I noticed the media is using this shot of him. Everywhere I look, I see this picture of him with the family t-shirt on. And when I know he's dead at 33, becomes a little more creepy. 33. From Drake's birthday to the death was 40 days later, or a full span of 41 days, which is the 13th prime. I always think of Drake, how he likes to wear the owl on his t-shirt. Masonic symbolism. That's why there's that little tiny dollar or that little tiny owl on the dollar bill. But there it is. the real reason that they can't find the killers, even though it's all on camera and there's cameras everywhere in every city at this day and age? Yeah, Truth Seeker. I guess that's enough for now. It's another Murder by Numbers. If you missed the work I did yesterday, let me take you down to a post here. Let me find it. I put out all these deaths of singers, how they all died by the same Saturn code. Graham Parsons, Nick Drake, Otis Redding, Randy Rhoads, Hillel Slovak, Jesse Belvin. Put out videos on all these deaths yesterday. And then we got to this one, and I missed something huge. This man right here, you know the song All Right Now? They play it all the time. It's on the radio all the time. It's in sports stadiums all the time. Let me tell you all about it. It's got that famous guitar riff. The guitarist for that song, Paul Francis Kossoff, I talked about how his name equals 76, how he was murdered 187 days after his birthday in 76. He died at 76. Blood sacrifice equals 76. But I forgot the most important 76 of all in light of what he's remembered for. One of the most memorable, guitar riffs of all time. Guitar also 76. And just think about it. The man who made that song what it was murdered at the age of 25. And ever since he's been murdered, that song's just been playing on the radio, one after the next. I bet you there hasn't been a second in this nation's existence since where that song wasn't on some radio station. Everywhere I've lived, they play the hell out of that song. You know that song, All Right Now? If you don't know, just type in All Right Now. Wait a minute. That's why, because they did it like that. All Right Now was the name of the song, and this is what's on this dude's tombstone. And look at these numbers. All Right Now. Check this out with Freemasonry. We just talked about how Drake has the 139 birth numerology. All Right Now, a perfect match with Freemasonry. Remember, Jay-Z brought out his 444 album. Remember? Exactly 158 days from his birthday. One of the numbers of Freemasonry, Masonic 444 when you break out the Sumerian gematria, Rapper 444, Killing 444, Rockefeller Records 74, Notorious B.I.G. dead 74 days from his birthday in 97, Notorious 97. 97, the 25th prime. Tupac dead at 25. Just before that, Death 25. T-Bozz's cousin just killed at 25. You know what I mean? But this stuff's been going on. You're in the industry. You're going to get offed by the numbers, and so are the people around you. Unless you keep taking it up the rear. I guess that's the one way to keep from the killing. And you can't speak out against these people who are all about it. But, read the Old Testament. One of the first stories about giving it to people up the rear. That's what they're all going by. All right, Truth Seeker. Until next time. Encore Truth Seeker. With regards to Drake's friend dying 40 days after his birthday and dying on a date with 40 numerology, his birth name was Soars, which does sum to 40. So there's probably your reason. He died on the 40 date numerology 40 days after Drake's birthday at the age of 33. All of this stuff is ritual. And again, the pattern is that the numbers that correspond with the person killed usually reflect with the date they die, but they also incorporate the other numbers we routinely see in killings, such as him being 33 years old, and then in light of Drake's connection to 33. Same thing again and again, Truth Seeker. It's been going on for decades. It's been going on for centuries, Think about how sick it is. 20-some-year-olds. When you're young, you might think, if you're younger and you're a teenager, you might think 25's old. It's nothing. Can't imagine if somebody killed me at 25. I would have missed out on a lot. I had to be 30 to figure out this thing I'm showing you, Got to make this end, Truth Seeker. Help me get the word out. Till next time.